Hello, hello. We are back for day 5 of my personal journey through my meditations in the Dr. Joe week-long retreat in Niagara Falls, September 2022. Going straight into it, I don't need to do the disclaimer or anything because if you've already watched the previous videos, you know what I'm talking about and why I am sharing these experiences, reading straight from my diary. So, day 5 started with a walking meditation number 10, the brain-heart coherence. Where to start? Another beautiful start to the day. I found a place on the grass to start my walking meditation. Straight into tuning into the heart and then the brain. Dr. Joe had us feel the left side of the brain and then the right, and then eventually join the two together. Boom! The first explosion in my brain. Then we tuned into the left and then the right side of the heart. And again, we had to join them. Another boom into the heart. When we had to open our eyes, still a little shaky and in a light trance, I started to walk with the heart open, shooting love energy from heart to brain, walking in love. We then stopped again to tune in. I was on a concrete sidewalk, so dashed to the grassy bit. The shakes, the arousal, the tickly feeling inside, and deep back bends were all back. One last walk with even more shaky heart popping and love vibrating in every cell. Our last time with the eyes closed, and still was when it all came together. I wonder what I meant by that. Oops. We tuned into the past self. Oh yes, that's when it all came together. So he had us lie down and we tuned into the past self, and I immediately saw my 7-year-old me in bed. She walked up and merged into the me, which was lying down on the grass. We then tuned into our future self, and I saw myself walking on the beach in a white dress, working remote, and then this 90-year-old version of me with gray hair helping others. Those versions of me also tuned into the present self, and I saw them slide into me as I was lying down on the grass. The past, present, and future me were all merged in one in that moment, in that place. And an explosion of joy and gratitude went crazy in my heart. That was so magical, I never wanted to wake up. The meditation ended, but I didn't want to get up, and so I stayed lying on the wet grass, tuning into the grass and the ground, taking in all the love. When I opened my eyes, looking at the clouds, the particles in the air were flickering and vibrating again. I love the lucidity of when I just opened my eyes after these intense meditation. Everything is more clear. Lisa, the lady that spotted me yesterday, was there waiting for me to come back to my senses again. I was so grateful. We blowed kisses to each other and sent our love and goodbyes through our eyes in silence. She then left and I stayed there with a view. I was watching this stunning view. I was right in front of the Niagara Falls. The sound of the crashing water, the energy. Just the greatness of the falls and the strength. I could feel it from the water crashing, and it felt so good. Then some Canadian geese flew by, and I felt in tune with the flight. It was a weird sensation. I felt like I was up there with them. The sun was shining, and a piece of rainbow was on the falls. All the beauty was so much to take in that I just felt the need to lie back down and close my eyes onto the wet grass because I just couldn't take so much beauty in. It was getting so intense. As soon as I closed my eyes, kaleidoscopes started to form in my head, which I was like, what's going on? I thought we finished. My eyes were opened. I came back. Ah, the beauty. I started to drift away again in that sweet spot where you are not awake, but you're not also asleep. That place of creation that Dr. Joe always talks about. I didn't even think about it, but as I laid there, I just asked the universe to give me a full rainbow. Because when I opened my eyes, it was just a little piece. And listen to this. I opened my eyes, and what was once a quarter of a rainbow turned into a half on the right side and a quarter on the left. So here I am thinking, wow, the universe has listened to me. OMG, how cool was that? I was so happy and excited. I turned on my favorite tune, More, by Sam Ryder, and I started dancing like nobody was watching. Eventually, I even started singing, and I was so excited and happy. I never sing out loud. I'm a bit shy and embarrassed about singing out loud. As much as I love singing, I just never do it. There I was in front of thousands of people just singing my heart out. I was so excited and joy. The Om Namah Shiva track started playing while I was looking at this beautiful sun and was falling back into a trancy state. It was like the sun was a kaleidoscope. I stayed out dancing a little bit more, taking in all the beauty for over an hour. Life is so beautiful, is how I felt. And then out of nowhere, that's where I stopped writing, but then out of nowhere, guess what happened? A full rainbow. I'll share it in the end of the video, or maybe now. I don't know how to do it. If I'm that technological, I can slip it in now. There it is. Thou ask and it shall be given. A whole rainbow. How amazing is that? This is insane. I just can't. I can believe it. I'm learning to believe more and more of new opportunities that you can create inside the 5D world. Inside the no place, no time, no body. And then it shows up. Look at how beautiful that is. I am so grateful. This is insane. I didn't see it this full earlier. But if not, it'll be at the end of the video. I'll share with you the rainbow I saw because I had to take a picture. It was so incredible. It was like a full rainbow. This is only the second time in my life I've ever seen one of those. It's always a little piece of a rainbow. All right. Hello from Niagara Falls. Dr. Joe Meditations. Just finished my second walking meditation and I wanted to record this beautiful moment. Actually finished it. Oh, let's take this off. Actually finished the meditation 45 minutes ago, but been so high on love. We did the heart, mind, coherence walking meditation. It was just so insanely beautiful. And then when I woke up, this was the view. So I thought I would share in real time. Like in real time. I won't share it with her, but in a few weeks, whenever I come back to real life and have the time. So this is where I passed out right there at the end of my walking meditation. That was my little green grass that I started to like feel into and get in tune with. It was an amazing meditation. Start with tuning into the heart. The heart just opens up and pops straight away. When I get into it, I just love it. As soon as I hear Dr. Joe's voice, it's like explosions. And then got me in a trance again, and it's beautiful because I'm like walking with you. Like he has us open our eyes and then start to walk, and I walk with the intention of who I want to be, and I want to be like one with the divine. I want to be a beautiful soul helping everybody else out here. So beautiful, trancy. Got to stop again. Then we tuned into the heart, joining it to the mind, the left side to the right, and it's just this explosion when your left side, you're tuning the energy here and you're feeling it, and then you tune in here, and then he's like, now put them together. And when it's that now put them together, it's just like an explosion in your brain, and then you do it again in the heart, and there's like the heart left, the heart right, and it's like now put them together, and it's like another and you explode. So that was beautiful. And the second walk was even harder. It was even more beautiful because it was even more like it constantly shooting up from the heart up to the brain, and it's just like coherent, getting in coherence. And I kept seeing the image from yesterday's trance meditation. So the final image is this beautiful soul like joining the light in his heart and his brain, and it's just like fantastic. And so then we ended up on the grass, ended up on the floor, and he had us bring in our past self and our future selves all into the present moment so that you can wake up to who you want to be. And it just brought me to tears bringing that past self. And I know all the hurt and all the pain and all the challenges that I felt I'd never change them for anything. It's like I need to have felt those to get to and be where I am right now. Sorry, I'll take these off. I can't take these off as I tied them into my hair to make sure I don't lose them when I'm knocking back and back. That's what happens. So yeah, when I got to tune into the past self, it was not challenging, but it was emotional, bringing that little girl, the tears, the traumas and everything back to me. And I know I needed them all to be where I am. And then he's like, bring your future self. And I saw myself feeling free in my body, feeling whole and healed. And I also saw me as a granny, as an old lady, which is beautiful. Like still helping others, which is what I want to be doing, always helping more others in their journey to heal. I'm a doctor, I'm not trained in any of that, but I realize I don't need to be trained as a doctor if I want to heal or help others. It's even emotional that you can help with. So that was insanely good. That was beautiful. I'll probably share a little bit more later, but right now it's just like still so much. And then when I opened my eyes, it happened again where like I can see the particles in the air, not in the objects, but in the air. I can see all these like twinkling lights, the particles of the lights moving really fast, vibrating really, really, really fast. Oh, there's tourists right there. And I didn't show you, but there's still some people knocked down on the floor. I will not get close because I don't want to be disrespectful. It's their time, their moment. But yeah, seeing the flickering lights, the vibrations was insanely beautiful. And I keep getting that, and I keep trying to touch it and play with it. And as soon as I try to touch it, it's still there. It doesn't go anywhere. And then when I opened my eyes, there was this scene, and I couldn't help myself. I put on one of my ultimate favorite songs lately, the More from, I don't know who his name is, I'll share the link below, but it's just all about wanting more time to heal, more time to love, and then to start dancing and screaming my lungs out with this background. How amazing is that? Oh, this is the really cool thing. So when I was there lying down, at one point I don't think he said anything, but at one point, as Dr. Joe always tells us to like play with the divine and ask for things and they shall be given. That's his thing. And so, sorry for all the shaking and the mess, I just realized it. And so I asked, when I opened my eyes, I saw that there was a rainbow right there, the beginning of it, just a little piece. And then I got knocked out from the beauty again, so I lied down, I was sinking it all in, taking it in. And I was like, you know what? When I open my eyes, I really, really want to see a whole rainbow. I just don't want to see that little piece. And so I opened my eyes, and it's still a little, but I'm dancing, and as I'm dancing, it gets bigger and bigger. And not only does it get bigger on this side, but the end of it goes here. It started here in the middle of where the waterfalls have like all this beautiful crashing energy. So right here it started, and it went all the way, follow my finger, all the way there. Where is it? There. It's still there, part of it. You see it? My finger? Up there. It's shining a little bit, losing width, right here. Up. Oh my gosh, it's coming back out. It wasn't here while it went away, and now it's coming back for this video. I love it. That's the divine. So that was pretty cool. That was like proper thou ask and it shall be given. I wanted a rainbow and I got a rainbow. So yeah, this has been beautiful. I'll show you a little bit without my face. That is the amazingness I went up to.
on that note, I think I'm gonna go, because not only did I probably miss all the breakfast break, and the course is gonna start again, I just didn't want to leave here. It's such a great spot to dance. Looking forward to it tomorrow or after tomorrow. Ciao! See you soon!
1:30 p.m. The second meditation of day 5 was another kaleidoscope. Too much to say about this one. It was not much to say about this one. The opposite. Not much to say about this one. It was a calming meditation using the kaleidoscope, just like yesterday, and in between tuning into the 3 intentions. Today the first intention was to connect to the divine for an out-of-body experience. I really want to. I don't know why. It's like I love when it happened to me, where I was like out of it, and so I really like it. The second one was forgiveness, the intention of forgiveness towards myself, or whatever I don't know I have to forgive myself for. And the third one was started with abundance, but I ended up asking to be a strong healer, because today was going to be our first day as a healer. So I thought I was going to put abundance as my third intention, but when it started, I was like, no, my intention is to be a strong healer, to have loads of love to give. The final relaxation was beautiful. We lied down and I was so tired that I drifted away. Ha ha ha, you ready for this? Day 5, our first healing. And this time I was a healer, so I'm really excited to share. The beauty in giving life to others is not easy to describe. We started in front of the hotel and in silence did a walking meditation around the hotel to prepare us as healers, whilst the healies were inside with Dr. Joe preparing to receive. This was about a 30-minute walking meditation, and the intention was to open our hearts and wake up the healer in us. This is what I have been dreaming of for so long, to be able to help and heal others. I guess going through my own healing and knowing how lonely and lost one can feel, I just want to be there for others. So I charged myself up, and I was so ready and full of love before even entering the room that I felt like I might explode any time. I actually have a photo of this. One of the official photographers took a photo of me in the moment. He actually captured the moment I was about to pop outside in this meditation, getting my heart ready for the healers. Once again, I'll try to share it in this video, somehow slipping it in. We were silently guided to our healing cage and stood behind our chairs with hands on our hearts, waiting for Dr. Joe to guide us. As I waited, all I could think of is how much I loved this stranger on the floor in front of me, how much I wanted to give my life to her life and heal her. For some reason, I already knew it was a her. My heart kept getting bigger and stronger. When Dr. Joe started speaking, he had us tune deeper into our hearts and synchronize with the other people in our cage. When we say cages, we just mean there's like one person lying down in the middle and 6 people, 2 rows, 1 on each side of the person. Flowy dancing of the hearts, tuning into one. Next, we placed the palms of our hands together and started rubbing to create energy, to create electricity. When we separated the hands, the bouncy tingling between the palms was flowing, feeling our hearts in our hands, then slowly turned our palms to the healy, and I was ready to hit that target with my love. Our energy floated and tingled through, getting stronger and stronger. I started tuning into and feeling her heart, and all of a sudden, we both started to cry. We both started to cry as we both felt that connection. We then placed our hands back onto the hearts for quite a while. I don't know when it happened, but when feeling all the healer's energy, I felt their light shine and create a ray that joined on the top of us, just like this. So I made a little design. Sorry, I'm not the best at drawing, but that's how it felt. So you see, that's the Healy lying down. These are the 6 healers, and that's the energy just popping all at the center. That's how it felt. This drawing is my best attempt to try and describe this. When it ended, she reached her arms out and we held them, crying in tears of joy with her. She then opened her eyes, looked for me first, turned her neck to the right, almost while her eyes were still closed. And she said, I felt you. I felt you so strong. The divine is listening, I felt. I wanted to heal her so bad. I thanked her for the opportunity, and it ended with a very, very, very long hug. It was so beautiful. I don't think words can describe the experience when you're there, pouring out your heart, pouring out your love to try and synchronize the energy and heal a human being in front of you. It's just so much beauty in that. I feel so grateful. Bye. Don't forget to let me know what you think, your comments, any questions. I personally answer, try to, as much as I can. Ciao.